Hey family, trying to get it together. You know me, always trying to get things together here. See what's going on in the world. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. This is your girl Toya, Tequila Conversations. Hope you guys can see me. I'm trying something new. I turned my phone around. So now I am trying to log in on my computer as well and see if you guys can see me. And oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Go.
Trying to move over just a little bit.
This way.
Move. Yeah.
Good.
No, move the chair over. Move the chair over because I'm not in frame.
To you.
No.
Oh, this way.
Okay, you should be in frame there. Hey guys, hey lovely people, how you doing? It's your girl Toya, Tequila Conversations. I am on live now. I have 9 people up. How you guys doing? Pray and hope all is well. Pray and hope all is well. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. I wanted to try to do something a little different so I can see, so you guys can see my backdrop a little better so it won't look backwards. So I am here with my girlfriend, Tashana, my BFF. We've been friends since the sandbox, literally. She calls me her A1 day one. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you. Yes, you see it, right? Very clear. Tequila. Love you. Hey, Cherise, how you doing, sis? How's everything? Thanks for joining. I can't see all who's joining right now, but I thank you guys for joining in. I have 10 viewers on so far, and I hope you guys enjoyed your Friday. It's actually the last Friday of January. We already, got through 31 days of this new glorious year. Today's topic, we're going to talk about sudden tragedies. Sudden tragedies, yes. After everything happened with Kobe Bryant and his daughter and the other families that were tragically lost, my condolences to all those families. That kind of, it really hurt my heart, it hurt my spirit, to the point where I was debating if I should do this conversation. So I decided, yes, I'm going to do this conversation because, we lose someone close to us every day. And how do you deal with it? How does it happen? Because a tragic loss. Hey, Mr. Shepherd, how you doing? Pray and hope all is well. I'm hot now. Oh, God. I think it's the light. I don't know if it's because I'm drinking. Hi, Mom. How you doing? So my girlfriend, Shauna here, she's a fashion stylist. Let me just say that, first and foremost. She is a fashion stylist. And her sister, her oldest sister, hey, Tasha, her oldest sister, I don't know why I can't talk right now. Her oldest sister was one of my closest friends as well. And she passed away. How long ago has it been?
10 years in November.
10 years in November. And her loss was sudden. I'm going to let Shauna speak about that as well. But I just wanted to get you guys' take on, all this sudden deaths that's going on in this world, whether it be to natural causes, tragic accidents, just sicknesses. It's a little bit. Hey, Jay, how you doing, bro? I hope all is well. Hey, Janice, how you doing? Hey, Keish. Hey, cousin, how you doing? So we're going to be talking about, like I said, sudden deaths, because unbeknownst to us, things happen. And, we have so many people, loved ones, who we've tragically lost through the years. And it's like, I don't think anyone has even started to cope with the grief of those sudden losses yet. And again, my condolences to those families in California who was lost because, Kobe Bryant's family lost a husband, a father, and the other families was siblings. They lost a sibling and a mother and a father. Another young lady lost, a husband lost his wife, and the pilot. I don't know if he was married or not, but all these losses is just so sad and it's so sudden that I think we just really need to. Hey, Toya, how you doing? Hey, Kashmir, how you doing, sweetie? we really need to think about like what lies ahead of us, like what lies are we setting, and what things do we need to do to prepare ourselves for these sudden tragedies. And not to say that anything is going to happen tomorrow to anyone. I pray and hope that doesn't happen, but these are just topics that we really need to talk about. So I'm gonna let Shauna talk about her experience and what led up to where she is right now. Shauna.
Hello, everybody. First, I want to say thank you, Toya, for allowing me to share my story. I think it was meant for me to share this story because, as I told you yesterday, I was asked to do this same topic on a previous podcast, but I just wasn't able to do it because I just had previous obligations. But so me and my sister were 6 years apart. We were extremely, extremely close. She was like my right hand. This is also going to raise awareness about something called Graves' disease. My sister had hyperthyroid disease. And what that does is it affects the way your metabolic functions are. So for her, it was an increased heart rate and her heart was enlarged. So one night at a party, we're just having a normal night. We're at a party. It was like a really fun night, but it was weird, and I'll tell you why. During the party, there seemed like there was a moment in time that actually just stood still. Me and my sister were laughing. She was a big time comedian, and we were laughing and joking. And I don't remember what we were laughing at, but it literally felt like time just stood still and nobody else was in that room. Unbeknownst to me, my sister was going to pass away the following day. We go outside. She gets into not really a verbal altercation because the person who she was talking with was actually with us. They were friends, but it was just her being a big sister because that's who she was. I go to walk up the block, and next thing you know, I hear somebody screaming my name. I turn around, they're like, Shauna, come back up the block. They call my sister Sugar. Her name was Tisha, but they called her Sugar because she was just a sweet person. And they're calling my name, and I look, and my sister is laid out on the ground. I didn't know my sister was gonna die. I thought she fainted, so I didn't think to do CPR. I didn't think to do mouth to mouth. I'm just literally calling her name, telling her, wake up, wake up, wake up. I mean, just in the mix of panic. I mean, you could never prepare yourself, and you can't say what you would do in that moment. So I just did what naturally came to me, and it was to just, reach out to her, call her name. I'm pulling her, and it was just weird. There was a motorcycle accident that happened around the corner, and it was November, and people usually don't ride that time of year. So there was an ambulance around the corner. The ambulance came around the corner, and in my heart of hearts, my sister died right then and there. They didn't want to pronounce her dead. They were able to bring her back and get a heartbeat, so they took her to Brookdale Hospital, and they put her on a ventilator. The machines were breathing for her. She went into cardiac arrest, so her heart had stopped. They got her heart beating again. They took her to the hospital. She was on the vent until the next afternoon, about 1:30. I remember they had asked us, call her kids. And we were like, for what? They were like, you guys need to prepare to say goodbye. And, I was in complete denial. When I say complete denial, I was just like, everybody's crying at this point. Everybody's just in an uproar. And I'm just sitting there calm as a cucumber. And I'm like, why is everybody crying? Why is everybody acting like she's going to die? I'm just like, y'all got to leave that up to God, because right now she's still breathing. And maybe like after my niece and my nephew got there, because she left behind 2 kids. When my niece and my nephew got there, maybe like 30 minutes later, I see the nurses go rushing into her room again. Again, my parents are there. There was so many people there. And then they come out and they're like, I'm sorry, there's nothing else we can do. And I look at my mother, I look at my father, and I'm still in complete shock. I don't know what's going on. And people are crying. my niece, my nephew, my children, who she was also close to, were crying. And I was just like, okay, I'm just sitting there still in complete shock. Wow. They tell my parents to go in to say goodbye to her. I was the last person to go in. And it was so funny because all I could remember is saying, I know what kind of conversation we're going to have when she wakes up, because my sister wore false eyelashes. I don't know how, but one of her eyelashes was missing. And I'm like, when she wake up, the first thing she's going to say is, you had me in this hospital looking like this with one eyelash. And they cut her jacket and a new pair of jeans off of her. So I'm already saying in my head what kind of conversations we're going to have when she wake up, because I just know she's going to wake up. Like, this is my sister. This is like my right hand. Like, I'm like, she's going to get up. I'm not preparing myself for them saying that she's not going to wake up. I go in the room. They had took all the machines off. And I'm like, okay, so are they going to just clean her up now? And, you know, is she going to wake up? Like, what's happening? Mm-hmm. And that's when reality hit. And my goddaughter's mother, she's like, Shauna, she's not going to wake up. And I literally, I just lost it. And I completely like passed out in the hospital. And when I woke up, I was in my sister's apartment because we all went back to her house after we left the hospital. Wow. So there was like a period in time where I kind of lost a moment in time that I just don't remember what happened. Mm-hmm. And 10 years later, who thought I'd be able to tell this story without crying? Because there's not a day that goes past that I don't think about her. There's not a day that goes past that I think maybe I could have did something different. Mm-hmm. I had to go to therapy because I was angry. I didn't have the answers as to why. Right. I questioned my faith in God. I questioned myself and my abilities because I felt like I failed her. So there was so many questions that I could not answer myself. I personally had to go to therapy in order to get better. Right. Wow. You know, it's a little saying, black people don't believe in therapy. They just say go to church. I tried church. It didn't work for me. Right. So I had to sit down and unload my emotions and try to make sense out of them because, I had to learn how to live without her, and which was hard. And we have a younger sister. So now I am a parent of not 2 kids, but a parent of 4 kids because I felt like I had to take responsibility for her children because that's what she would have done if the roles were reversed. Right, absolutely. I had to take care of my parents because my parents were grieving just as much as you. Them losing a child. Absolutely. There were so many people who were affected, and they were affected in different ways. But that was my sister. Yeah, wow. So Victoria is just chiming in. She says, Lord, I remember that day like as if it was yesterday. Yeah. I miss her so much. R.I.P. to my baby sis, Tahisha. Wow. Victoria, I definitely understand, sis, because she was like my big sis as well. I don't have barbecues for my birthday anymore because my last barbecue I had for my birthday, she made it happen. She was on that grill, and anyone who knows Tahisha, she was cooking. She made sure that I think I was 30. I turned 35 that year. She made sure, I think it was 30. No, it was younger than that. It was younger than that. I think it was maybe 30. I think it was 30. Yeah, maybe. I think it was 30. It was 30. It was 30. It was my 30th birthday, and I had it right outside, and she was my cook. The ones who just joined in, I thank you guys for joining in on my live. Welcome to Tea or Tequila Conversations with Toya. This topic today is sudden tragedies. We've lost so many people in our lives just suddenly, and Shauna just shared her story about losing her sister. And this is the first time in 10 years that she actually spoke about it in this forum without shedding a tear. She's still in that healing process because she will never be well. She lost her sister and she was right there. Yeah. So I know that has been a shock to her. Also, everybody knows life is just too short. Absolutely. Victoria, thank you. Life is too short. It's not the same without her. We just got to get stronger with time. Absolutely.
She was family, even playing. Like, listen, Sugar, absolutely.
She was everything.
She was everything. She was a planner. She made sure things happened. Those who are joining in, thank you again for joining in. I have another guest here. This is the first time I actually had 3 people on. Well, 2 people with myself, so I'm going to move over a little bit. I have my brother, recurring co-star. This is my co-host, I should say. This is Hunter. Y'all know he always chimes in on Tequila Conversations with Toya. Kenneth said, love you, cousin. Mel says, R.I.P. Her sister was beautiful. Yes, very beautiful person inside and out. Can we see Hunter? Okay. Yes, we can see him.
Yeah, you're good.
If you can see Hunter, tell me you can see Hunter. Hunter is a good friend of mine as well. Grew up with Hunter as well. He is like one of my male BFFs. I have 2 male BFFs and I have 3 female BFFs. I do have to think. Yeah.
All family.
All family here. And, you know, like Tisha was my big sister. Hunter lost his brother last year, and his brother was like my little brother. And I know he's going to share his story. Again, sudden tragedies there's something, you know, and like, how do we deal with them? How do we cope with them? And I'm sure a lot of people have lost so many loved ones, and it's like, how do you talk about it? And I also want to talk about those ignorant people who've been posting negative stuff regarding Kobe Bryant. We're going to chime in on that young lady who that newscaster who said nigger on air.
That was crazy.
As if she didn't say it. Tried to sum it up and say she said knicker or something like that, trying to combine Knicks and Lakers together. Kobe never played on the Knicks. Like,
oh, that's what she said?
That's what she said.
Wow.
Like, that was just really dumb. Like, I want to chime in on that. We're going to talk about that, definitely. But I'm going to give Hunter some time to talk about, you know, how he feels. You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. You want something to drink? You good? I know you.
Good.
You're good. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Hunter.
Oh, you want me to talk?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I was just
Do you want to talk, or you just want to?
I'm just listening.
You listening? You just going to listen?
Yeah.
So, okay, all right. He's just going to listen. So
his brother was actually close to my younger sister.
Right.
It's just crazy.
Right? How like
everybody is connected.
We're all connected. One way, shape, form.
Our siblings,
right?
It's close to like
right. Our younger siblings,
we're the same age,
right?
And they the same age,
right? But we all grew up together. We all, you know, family wise, no matter what, cousins, sisters, you name it. That's what we are. You know how the village was back in the day. You know, that was your cousin. Even though it wasn't your blood cousin, that was your cousin. We were all cousins no matter what, you know. His mama, my mama, her mama, my mama. Listen, her mama and my birthday, same day. Yeah. So listen, we all connected. You know, and both of their lives were cut short. Both of them meant so much to me personally. Like I said, I had a relationship with Shauna, but I also have a relationship with her older sister, and I have a relationship with her younger sister as well. And the same with Hunter. Him and I, we're that's my bro cousin. You know, we grew up together, and his brother was my little brother. You know, he was here. I thank you guys for joining in. Sonia, Karen. Oh gosh, I see so many people who have joined in. Brian, China. Oh, that is Dacide, yes. Hey Dacide, how are you, sweetie? Praying hope all is well. Robert. Listen, guys, share, give me hearts, likes. We're talking about sudden tragedies. Shauna just shared her story regarding her sister. Let's talk about these ignorant comments about Kobe's unfortunate death. Like that newscaster who, and what's your thoughts on that, people? The newscaster who clearly said nigga, no matter how many times you play, you can close your eyes, you can blindfold yourself, right. You can even put some earplugs in your ear and clearly still hear her say nigga. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Hunter, did you see that?
Yeah, I seen it.
Like
I seen it the same day. It was
and my whole thing is, listen, that's her verbiage. She says that on a regular.
Yeah, because it
came out like it was like like fluently. It's just nigga.
Yeah. You can tell amongst her peers. That's how they talk about us.
That's how they talk. Absolutely.
And, you know, all the stuff that's coming out. You know, it's the truth. That's the way she felt. That's what it is.
Yeah. Right.
And it's just what you said. It's ignorance.
It's ignorance.
No other word to describe it. You know, there's a saying, if you don't have nothing nice to say, sometimes you just shouldn't say anything. That was her moment to be silent.
Yes, I believe.
And she just didn't take advantage of that. She should have just been silent. And the guy, the comedian who felt like it was his time to try to go viral and crack jokes
about the accused rape that happened years ago, and said, "Oh, the rapist is gone now," or something like that. He said, "Like, really?"
It's ignorance, but when we see this is a kind of a double-edged sword, because we're talking about it, and that's what they want. You know, they want people to speak about it. They want people to mention their name when they make these type of comments. So we're gonna give them these 3 seconds, and we just
because that's it, right?
You know,
like, you know, keep that ignorance to yourself. At the end of the day, people lost their lives. Family members lost their family members. You know, children lost their parents. You know, spouses, brothers, sisters, teammates. Like, at the end of the day, death is nothing to play with. It's no joke, no laughing matter about it. And for people to use that platform, just try to big themselves up to get some numbers and likes,
that's it.
It's ridiculous.
I think one thing we should touch on before we move on, the common denominator in the whole situation, all the people who made comments was white.
Yeah.
And the crazy part, it was more than Kobe in the plane.
Right.
And they don't say nothing about the white people.
Right.
It's always about Kobe. Everything about degrading Kobe. Everything.
Right.
So
nobody looked in the past of the other people. I mean, why would they? You know?
Right.
Again, that's what it was. It was just ignorance, and not only did he perish, just Vanessa lost her husband and her child.
Right.
You know, and that man, there was a man, he lost his wife and his, you know, he lost his wife, and she left behind 3 children.
Right.
And then there was a family, the husband, the wife, and the daughter, they left behind another daughter.
And a son.
Yeah. You know, so it's just
unbelievable. Right.
You know,
yes, it's unbelievable.
This teaches you, if nothing else, and I think when my sister died, I learned the same thing. You have to live every day like it's your last.
Absolutely.
Because you do not know. My sister died in November. I learned how to ride a motorcycle in March. It was something that I always wanted to do. I was always afraid, but it was like, you know what? I got one life to live, and my sister would have wanted me to live my life the way I wanted to. And I've been riding ever since. Wow. I'll be 41 and I still ride a motorcycle. Never been in an accident, thank God, knock on wood. But it was something that I wanted to do, and it wasn't until my sister died that I did it. Wow. She died in November. I started riding in March, and I bought my first bike, and I was riding motorcycles that following summer.
Wow.
You know, my parents don't love it, but, you know, it was just something that I personally wanted to do. And it's something that I personally love to do. Right. You know, and she would have wanted me to do it.
Right. Hey, Biz, how you doing? Thank you. Thank you so much, Biz. He says, great segment, guys. Appreciate you, Biz. Miss you so much.
Biz.
Hope all is well. Black Friday, what's up, bro? How you doing? With so many losses already this year, it's really important to enjoy life. Love your loved ones and try to be a blessing to someone. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kashmir, keep me in your prayers. Right now I'm sick with the flu. Oh, sis, please take care of yourself.
Prayers up to you.
And an upper respiratory infection. Jesus. And God bless to the people that was on the helicopter. Yes, God bless those people that was on that helicopter. Absolutely. Listen, take care of yourself, sis. Whatever you're taking, continue to take it. I'm going to tell you a little trick, a little tea that you can make. It sounds disgusting, but it actually works. 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of vinegar. I know that sounds horrible, but it actually works. And some hot water, dash of some cinnamon, stir it up and drink it. Trust me, you'll feel better in the morning. I'm telling you now, sis, it's an old school remedy, but it works. Hey, Christy, how you doing? Cynthia? How are you, sis? Yes, loving the message. Thank you. Thank you so much. Listen, the ones who just joined in, I thank you for joining in on our live. We're talking about sudden tragedy. Shauna just shared her story about her sister. She was with her sister 10 years ago when her sister life was taken short. They were doing a regular routine, going to a party, and
she was sick, but we didn't think she was that sick.
Right.
You know, it was just suddenly she was here. One day we was having, and you know what's crazy? I had you know, Toya, I had moved to Maryland, and I was in Maryland for about 2.5 years, 3 years, and again, unbeknownst to me, my brother-in-law, when I came back, he said to me, he was like, I'm so glad you're home because your sister missed you so much. And I'm like, but I see her all the time. She comes down all the time. Like, everything happens for a reason. When I came back in 2008, my sister died in 2010.
Wow.
We were so close the 2 years before she passed away. God brought me back to Brooklyn for us to have this connection that can never be broken. You know?
Right.
We were 6 years apart, so growing up, we weren't the closest just because we were far in age. But once we became adults, and when I moved back to Brooklyn, my sister started the social club, and we just had the time of our lives. We partied. We just had so much fun in the 2 years before she left this earth, and it was all for a reason. Every moment we spent, I just remember everything like it was yesterday, you know. And again, that one moment that we had at that party, that felt like, to me, just stood still. God gave me that moment because he knew he was going to take her in maybe an hour to come. It was the weirdest moment ever.
Wow.
But it's stained in my heart, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I can replay it. I remember the song that was playing at the time it happened. It was just a very surreal moment, but now I know why the moment happened, you know?
Right.
But it just it teaches you, just live your life. You only get one. We're all on borrowed time. Bishop T.D. Jakes was on the Breakfast Club the other day, and Charlamagne asked him, would you want to know when you're going to die? And he was like, no, because then I wouldn't focus on living. You know how deep that was for me? I was just like, I had to think about it. Like, do you want to know when you're going to die? And I'm just like, that the answer was perfect. I wouldn't want to know, because you wouldn't focus. You'd just be focused on this date that was determined for you. And, you know, what can you do before this date happens? And you're going to be so caught up in this date that you're going to forget to do things, and you're going to forget to live in the moments. And, you know, so to answer that question, no, I wouldn't want to know either.
Right. Wow. I don't think anybody would want. I know I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to know. I would just say, let me live my life. You know, every day is a new day to start all over again.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how I look at it. Every day is a new day to just, you know, get whatever you didn't get right the day before.
Yep.
Now, you know, I was talking to someone outside earlier today, and we were talking about, you know, how, you know, a lot of people don't know how to forgive, you know. And my whole thing is, I'm at the point in my life where I may not forgive you. I may not even forget, but I have to have peace within myself.
Absolutely.
Like, I have to have that peace within myself. I'm learning to just say, you know what, it is what it is. I can't really like have that like on my heart, a heavy on my mind, where I just can't continue to move on forward, because I just gotta have peace within myself at this age, at 43. It's like I got 43 years behind me now. I don't know how many years I got ahead of me.
That's true.
You know, so I have to kind of live my life every day as a new day to start all over again. Any day above ground is a good day. Let me just say that.
You can say that again.
Yeah.
It takes so much energy to
hold that in. And I know, you know, sudden deaths and tragedies in our lives, it's really hard to talk about. So a lot of people probably don't want to chime in and talk about this. But it is necessary at times, because it starts your healing process.
Absolutely.
Because once you start holding all of that in, it affects you. And it affects you deeply. And you really don't realize it mentally and emotionally, physically, how it's holding you back.
Absolutely.
You know, because you haven't moved. You're not going to move. I'm not going to say you're going to be okay tomorrow after you talk about it. No, by any means necessary, you're not. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to cope with certain things and say, okay, I have to start living my life for them, for that person.
Right.
I have to. Hey, India, I saw you up there. Yes, I got your mother up here with me, India. How you doing?
You know what I started to do as well? We used to, like, the first couple of years after she died, I used to grieve her death so, like, it was such a hard day for me.
Wow.
And I think when it got to maybe like year 5, I was just like, you know what? Instead of grieving her death, I'm going to celebrate her life. So now, every year in November, I go on vacation.
Oh, nice.
You know, I'm somewhere, I'm on a beach, I'm somewhere where, you know, I just celebrate her. I do things that we like to do. You know, she liked to travel and she liked to do anything, or I'll cook something, you know, because she was like a person who liked to cook. I just decided I can't sit in this sorrow because it was just so overwhelming to me. I literally just had to change the way I thought. I said, you know what, instead of grieving her death because she was such a happy person, I'm just going to start celebrating her life.
Right.
So this year on her 10-year anniversary, I am going to go to the parade grounds here in Brooklyn. My sister was a football mom. She loved football. Her husband was a football coach for years for the Skyhawks. And my sister was on that football field every weekend during football season from sunup to sundown.
Wow.
So this year, for her 10-year anniversary, I'm going to ask everyone to wear something pink, and because that was her favorite color, and we're going to go to the parade grounds on November 13th, and we're going to let go some pink balloons.
Nice.
So
nice.
that's what I've decided to
Nice.
do this year on the 10th anniversary of her death, to celebrate her life.
Right.
You know, it's only right.
Right. My mom says, praying for you all. I know it's hard to speak on. She has some praying hands there. Thank you, Mom. Hey, Terry, I see you just joined in. Hey, my Cheryl, how you doing, sis? Praying, hope all is well. Biz have a message here. Let me read Biz's message. It basically says, the Most High makes no mistakes. Guys, it took me over 20 years to grasp this topic. Hits home. My prayers are with you all. Yes. Rest in peace, Ease. It's been 27 years.
Yeah.
27 years. I remember because I was pregnant with my oldest daughter, who'll be 27 in 7 days.
Yeah.
She'll be 27 in 7 days. So I remember it was his anniversary of his death just passed. So RIP to Ease. So yes, I know you definitely understand what they're going through, losing a sibling. Absolutely. Hey JD, how you doing? This must be the Riverdale connection right here. Got JD here. What up? How you doing?
Everybody from Riverdale chiming in.
Hey Faiza, how you doing? My little sis D, how you doing? This is a topic that we're talking about, sudden tragedies. Shauna lost her sister 10 years ago, and Hunter lost his brother.
Hasn't been
a year yet.
Hasn't been a year
yet.
I'm listening to her. Like, I'm not even there. I ain't even grieved yet. I'm still mad.
You still mad?
Okay. Yeah,
I'm not even there yet. I didn't even grieve or nothing. I don't look at pictures. I don't talk about them as much. I mean, just pray. Like, I always think about them every day.
Right.
And a lot of times I used to always call them on the phone every day. So sometimes, like, I still got voice messages from them and texts and stuff like that. So, you know, we all grieve differently.
Absolutely.
And me, myself, I'm not even grieving yet. I'm still angry.
Take your time.
You know, I'm just angry right now. So I don't really talk about it too much. But it's always good to listen to somebody else.
Absolutely.
So
because when you're ready,
tell you how to grieve.
Yeah.
You know, that's important.
There's no way. You know what's funny? As black people, got all these cliches and traditions that's passed on. But when you get a death, it's different. When you get somebody that's close to your brother,
a sibling is different.
A sibling is something totally different.
It's different.
Even more different than your mother and father.
It is.
Because what y'all been through, and they so close to you.
Secrets that my sister took to her grave. You know? She's the only person who knew.
Right.
It's totally different. People don't understand that. Like, my brother died, I had a dream about it. Like, the day, seeing the difference. Remember, your sister was sick when she died. My brother got murdered.
Right.
So the thing about it, like the day of he got murdered, I had a dream, and I was calling my sisters. I was calling everybody. You heard from one? I said, nah. I said, yo, I had a dream. He died. We need to find where he at. Same day he got murdered.
Wow.
So like everybody like came to me because you know I'm his big brother. I'm the one who was out for him. And the crazy part, a couple months before he passed, we was at Toya house, and we was up there, and I was like, I wanted him to come back home. Because I can't protect them because my brothers are far away.
Right.
It was Thanksgiving. We always here. Sean was here too. We always here.
Matter of fact,
Yeah, we were here. Thanksgiving.
We eating because we always be bugging out.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. We always here.
Warren always making jokes about me being Muslim. I make fun about him being gay. He always got a joke. We just go back. That's just how we do.
Yeah, we had a great time that day. Yes. Thanksgiving, we had a
and we
great
was
time.
just vibing. It's just different.
Right,
But
right.
death is crazy. It's like it can make you strong, also
Yes.
can make you weak.
It can break you
absolutely.
down.
It can
Yes.
break you. It's something different. It's like people talking about cancer, AIDS, and everything else. Death is horrible,
Yeah.
It is.
and it makes you feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't got the support system, you will get broken down.
You will, absolutely.
You will.
Absolutely.
You'll succumb to things you think you wouldn't do.
Right.
All the things you say you wouldn't do, you will be doing.
You will do it. Absolutely.
You will be doing
Absolutely.
it. So
And that
Absolutely.
anger that you're feeling is just a part of your healing. You have to be angry. You know, you just have to learn how to cope with the anger.
Because they say you go through the
You
grieving
go
process
through
is like
stages,
You're,
yeah.
you're gonna be hurt. Then you're gonna be mad.
Right.
You're gonna be angry for a while.
Long time.
You're gonna be
Long
angry
time.
for a while. So yeah, absolutely. Hey, Eddie Martinez, how you doing, sir?
Right.
How's Elkins doing? Praying
Just
hope all is
have to-
well.
You have to just find your way, you know, and lean on people who support you, you know,
Absolutely.
and hopefully that you have a strong support system. Don't be afraid to seek therapy, you know. Don't be afraid to talk to people when you're ready, and you have to do everything in your own time. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You have my number at any time you need
Yeah.
to talk. You know you can call me
Right.
because I understand. I know what it feels like to
Absolutely.
lose a sibling. Like you said, losing a sibling is something very specific because y'all grew up together. There's probably things you and Warren talked about that he probably talked to nobody else about because you and him were really close. Like me and my sister. Me and my younger sister are close too. But me and my older sister just had a different type of connection. I don't
Right.
love my younger sister any less,
Yes,
but it's just
the
different.
connection was different.
It was
Yeah,
different.
it was different.
So, you know, I totally understand, but you
Let
have
me-
to
let
take
me-
it
One
process.
second, guys. Just want to chime in on the people. I don't want to ignore you guys while we have this conversation here. Karen, I see you, sugar. What's up, baby? How you doing, sis? Love you. Jay says, go Skyhawks. Okay. Cynthia, I wear pink and celebrate from afar. Oh, thank you so much,
Thank you,
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Thank you so much. Got other people comments here. Love my sisters. We love you too, sugar. Hey, Miss Terry, how you doing? Thank you so much. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? Oh, January 30th. Oh, that was yesterday. I was right.
Wait, he is?
Ease.
To the day.
To the day, I was right.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. To the day.
Genova, how you doing, sis? Hey, Toya. I think it's interesting that the same word that white people created to degrade us is the same word that has come back. Oh, all right, Genova. 1 second. Let me oh, there we go. Okay, she says, hey, Toya, I think it's interesting that the same word that white people created to degrade us is the same word that has come back to haunt them.
So true.
Yes. They can't even say that word by mistake or in a joke because they're coming for their jobs. Yes. Them slave owners. See what else she wrote
Turning in
here.
their graves.
Oh, right. I know, right? Turning in their graves, trying to figure out how the hell they lost the power over that word. Wow. Because we black people are the only ones that can use it now. Okay, now that's powerful. If we can do that, we can do so much more. Absolutely.
This is true.
Absolutely. This is so true. So true, Genova. Thank you so much for chiming in. I got 11 new comments. Good DDD. See, this is what I'm talking about here. Hey, Miss Latanja, how you doing? Praying hope all is well. Okay, Cliff, how you doing? Big bro, good to see you again. Hey, Cliff. What's going on? Hey, Malika. I tell you, this is the Riverdale connection right here.
Hi, Malika.
This
Wow.
is the Riverdale connection right here. Hey, Auntie Mika, how y'all doing? Listen, we're talking about sudden tragedies right now. I have two of my closest friends with me, and they're chiming in talking about the losses of their siblings. They both lost their siblings. Shauna lost her sister 10 years ago, and it hasn't even been a year yet that Hunter lost his brother, and both their siblings were like my siblings too. Our blood couldn't make us any closer. But we're just talking about, we're chiming in and just talking about, how it made us feel. And, Shauna's just really just been vibing in, and she hasn't really been talking, on this platform, about the loss of her sister. And I think it's helping Hunter out as well, because this is something that he hasn't done. I'm glad he came on. He called me and asked me, what time was I filming, and just decided just to come on over. And I appreciate that, bro, because, sometimes we need that village back again. You know, we need that connection that we've lost along the way, because you know we've grown up, so we've separated, but not in our hearts. Yeah. You know, because we're all living our own lives, but we still have that connection, and so that's what we're really talking about now. Hey, Shauna. Hey, Hunter. Hey, Toya. Hey, Malika. How you doing? How's that family doing?
Hello. You remember Malika from East House?
She got married.
Yep, she got married and she had a baby. I don't know. Yep, she had a baby.
Graduated and all that.
She did a whole bunch of stuff. Congratulations to you, Malika. Listen. That's what's up. This is Tequila Conversations with Toya, and like I said, we're talking about certain tragedies. We talked about, chimed in a little bit about Kobe Bryant and the loss of nine people or seven people? 9 people lost their lives on that helicopter last week Sunday. It was Sunday.
It was Sunday.
It was Sunday. Last week Sunday.
Yeah.
And you know, we're just talking about that now, and it's just unfortunate. You know, death is so unfortunate, and we're just trying to live our best lives the best way that we can and move forward from things, and not saying that because something happened yesterday that you can move on the next day and say everything is going to be okay. No, that's not what we're saying.
It's a process.
But we're saying that it is a process, and you know, you need certain people in your lives to help you get through this process. And I thank you guys for chiming in. I thank you guys so much for always tuning in every Friday for our conversations, because I believe these conversations are necessary, because we don't have these conversations anymore. You know, people use Facebook platform and Instagram and TikTok and Twitter for their own personal uses, and they don't use it for general conversations anymore. And I think that's what we need to do. Hey, True, how you doing, bro? Praying hope all is well. So that's what we're doing right now. Just trying to, you know, interact with my audience as well. Don't want to leave you guys out by any means necessary at all, because you guys keep, you know, me doing what I do, and I thank you so much. Don't forget to give me hearts, likes, share. The last couple of episodes, I had 1.1K views. So I want to keep this up, keep the momentum going. You never know where this may lead me. Looks like I'll be meeting up with some people to try to do something within the next few months. I'll probably be in a studio doing Tequila Conversations with Toya.
I'll be back for that.
So yes, I'll be in a studio. Yes, I'll be in a podcasting studio doing this, and it would be better for me because I'll be in a better forum where I can have more people. And someone actually asked me last week on Tequila if I would have a brunch, like a Tequila brunch.
That'd be nice.
So you know, put that in your Rolodex. We're going to be doing something like that. Hey, Nicole Love, how you doing? Hey, Toya, I made it. Did you mention grief share? No, I did not mention grief share because people don't know how grief. Yes. We do have grief. I need more information about grief share. I know St. Paul Community Baptist Church, you don't have to be a member at St. Paul. We do have grief share for the community.
What is it?
Grief share is like when you lose someone you lose someone immediate to you.
Yeah.
And there's like a forum there where people get together and they just share. It's called grief share. Sometimes you don't even have to share. You can just listen. Sit and listen, because there's so many people that are like you, that are going through what you're going through, and you need to have you need to have those meeting places that you can go to, because you know that cliche word, you know, black people don't go to therapy. We need that. You know, we need therapy sometimes, but sometimes when you go into a forum like a grief share forum, it's different. I've never been because I lost my grandfather recently, but I haven't, you know, I felt he was up there in age, you know, he'd have been 91 January 8th. So he lived his life, you know, and I'm just so grateful that he did that. So yeah, grief share is something that St. Paul Community Baptist Church actually does. And you don't have to be a member. You don't have to, you know, be a Christian to join a grief share. It's for anyone, any denomination. And I think it is a great opportunity, and I'll give you the information about it.
Sit in a group setting,
you know,
with like people.
That's another thing. I don't deal with everybody.
You don't have to.
You know?
You don't have to deal with people. You could just sit there and listen.
Yeah.
You could sit there and listen. That's like going to a talk show and you don't interact with anybody. You just sit there because you just want to listen. Because sometimes that will feed you more of saying, okay, I know what I need to do. Because you'll hear other people's stories and say, you know what, maybe that's something that will help me out. Right. I see people chiming in Saturday from 10 to 12. Is that every Saturday, Nicole? Or is that just certain Saturdays? Let me know. I see you chiming in. Hey, Johnson, how you doing? Angie Diaz, how you doing, sweetie pie? Praying hope all is well. Hunter get there tomorrow, and they are talking They are talking to the men. Oh yes, absolutely. You can get You know he has reservations, but it's okay. But you know what? Let me tell you, what they say: closed mouth don't get fed.
This is true.
You know, and you never know. You never know what door you may walk into, and it's not changing your belief. It's not changing your faith. It's helping you get what you need.
Let me tell you this, right?
Wait, one second. Dawn Kimberly Kerman. Hey, Dawn, how you doing? Grief Share is a Christian-based organization that allows those who are grieving to be ministered and to share. That's what it is. Thank you so much, Dawn. I appreciate that. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Anthony Mathis, how you doing, bro? Listen, I love you and your sister. I'm telling you, this is Riverdale Connection.
From 3 Side.
Yes,
No.
But
his face just popped into my head.
Yes. Okay. So Biz just said monster. He didn't say hunter. He said monster.
He's a phone call away.
I'm a phone call away, bro. If you need an ear, I understand. So listen, Biz, inbox your number so he can because he understands. He's been there. Mm-hmm. It's 27 years.
27 years ago.
27 years he was you.
You know how close him and his
brother was murdered, and you know he did nothing to anybody.
I know.
Right? You know, so please definitely Biz, inbox me your number so I can give it to Hunter. Please and thank you. I appreciate that. Jose Figueroa, how you doing? I'm telling you, this is the Riverdale Connection right here. A whole bunch of people in Riverdale, old school Riverdale, is on my live, and I appreciate you guys for that. I don't care what you say. I love you anyway. Keisha Quick, how you doing, sis? So go ahead. What was you gonna say? And I messed your head up. I know.
Yeah, you did.
I'm good. I love it.
I forgot what it was, but you know what it is? I've been to the church, and the thing about it, like you said, it's for everybody.
You didn't feel that way?
Nah, I went there for a men's meeting one time, and
how long ago was that?
Long time.
Okay, so okay, wait. Before no. Now I know. Like you know, the church is not like how it used to be.
Yeah.
So let me just say that. So, okay? All right.
Come on, Toya. You gotta let me talk.
I'm gonna let you talk. I'm just saying. Listen, my St. Paulians who know, it ain't like it used to be. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I went there, right? So this was a long time ago. Mm-hmm. This is when I was like in transitory trying to find employment. So my mom's like, she always trying to push me, go to church. Boom. So I went just to listen, like you said. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there. There was nobody of my age there. It was mainly older guys. And the topics and what they was talking about was in relative what I was there for. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't really explain or either this information they was giving out wasn't relating to me. Mm-hmm. Maybe it changed, like you said.
No, it did. No, it did. Change, you know? It's the change came from the top.
Okay. So
I'm gonna say that to you. So, it's not how it used to be. See, as a teenager growing up in St. Paul, it was different. But as an adult, it feeds me spiritually, emotionally. I connect more now than I've ever done before. So, I'm gonna say that. Don't forget to invite brothers tomorrow just to have a conversation with brothers 23 to 30. Yes, I know one of my little brothers, John. He is doing a forum for brothers 23 to 30 years old just to talk about.
30.
Yeah, that's not your age group. Yeah, that's not his age group.
Don't do that. You can't tell everybody. You can't do that.
We all in the same age bracket. She just said she's 41. I said I'm 43. Black, don't crack. Don't do that.
Embrace it. We all 70 babies. Don't act like.
Chill, you
don't
do
that.
Yes, we talking about we 70s babies. Yes, please, we are.
Be proud.
We proud.
Grateful to make it to this age. My sister died at 37. She was 37. You know what I did on my 37th birthday? I got on my knees and I thanked God that I was still here.
They said we wasn't gonna make it to be 21.
Yeah, and you see that?
We grew up in a war zone.
That's what I'm telling you. Yo, they saying it's bad now. I think when we was younger,
we grew up in a war zone.
Yeah. Oh, forget it. We were in a war zone. Remember? I don't know if y'all were there. I know I was there. It was a party right inside of in a community center, and I'm not going to mention his name, but he was from Tilden, and he pulled out a shotgun.
I remember that. But it was different. Remember, there was no cameras.
No.
There was no social media. There was no cameras. So if you had a problem, you're going to deal with it. Remember the telephones outside the gate?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the payphones.
The payphones?
Payphones. Had a beeper. You went to the payphone. We went to the payphone. Listen,
we saw a lot. I think we saw a little bit too much.
Yes.
At our age, because we were in middle school. Yeah. When we were literally running for our lives. How many days did we have to run home?
Absolutely.
Y'all remember Halloween? How Halloween used to be?
Listen. Again, just be grateful that we here.
Absolutely.
Because we lost a lot of people in tragic. Yes,
absolutely.
And instantly they were here today and then they were gone today. We won't mention his name, but he was like, I'm going to the store. Anybody want some potato chips? And he never made it back from the store.
Right, that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
We walked him to the gate.
We walked him to the gate, and he never made it back.
And that was outside the gate. Right. It happened.
And that was our first funeral. Mm-hmm. We were 12, 13 maybe?
13 years old, 13, 14 years old.
And we lost somebody who was really, like he was in our circle.
Right. Somebody said therapy is good also. I came on, so I don't know if therapy was included in the conversation. Yes, we talked about therapy. Definitely, Colette. We talked about therapy. Malika said, Toya, this is good, Toya. Thank you so much. And I heard you say you need to come through, Malika. Yes, you do. Just inbox me. Let me know. I'll give you my number. We can vibe and everything. Absolutely. Hunter Voice may just be necessary tomorrow. Dawn, you're absolutely right.
Look, people advocating for you.
Listen, yes.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yes, we did make it. Malika said we made it. Right. Yes, we did.
She remembers.
We remember those days, honey.
Remembers. Growing up here was not the easiest thing in the world. And what we're talking about today, we experienced this at such a young age.
We experienced We were not young.
We experienced immediate death at 13, 14 years old. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it was like right there in our face.
Right, absolutely. When you just know you're just outside with somebody.
Right, and they go to the store and they don't come back from the store.
They didn't even make it to the store.
They didn't even make it to the store.
Let's say that. Yeah, they didn't make it to the store. So sudden loss are just...
We've been going through this for a long time now.
Thank you so much, Anthony. I appreciate that. Listen, I'm just trying to do my best, trying to, open up a forum so we can have these conversations, these necessary conversations. This is my 7th conversation having. I do it every Friday at 7:45 here, right here on Facebook. I just do it here. And these conversations are extremely necessary. And, I don't know what the next topic will be or who I'll have up here with me. But, anybody's always welcomed. Hunter comes all the time. He chimes in when he's not here. He chimes in, and I love it.
This is my therapy.
This is therapy. This is therapy.
No matter if I'm here or not, I always chime in because it helps me.
Absolutely.
It helps me deal with what I got to do every day.
Definitely.
So, even when I'm far away, I get on my phone.
Right.
Get my medicine,
Absolutely.
So you're doing a great thing.
Thank you. I'm trying. And this was just something that... I thought about one night, went to sleep on it, woke up.
You got I had an idea.
I got an idea. and here's the idea. I came up with a name and everything like that. Like the name, it was like I was in my bed, I was laying, I was like, what should I name it? What should I name it? Eyes closed and everything. What should I name it? What should I name it? What should I name it? Tequila.
And I said, just go for it. Girl.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. Oh my God. The trauma we observe. Yes, as youngsters, the trauma we observed as youngsters is, oh my God. Like, I'm surprised that it made us stronger.
It made us stronger, but you know what else it did? Like, when we hear gunshots, we think that's normal. And I come to find out, that's not normal.
It's not normal. Let me tell you.
We hear gunshots.
It's like, that's birds chirping to me.
Or somebody shooting.
Somebody shooting, right. No, how about this? I'm in my bed. And I hear it, and I'm like, it's nothing to me. I just roll over. I'm so used to it. But that's not normal. That's not good.
We have advanced stages of PTSD, and we don't even know it.
There you go. I looked it up.
We do not even know it.
Listen, oh my God.
We have been traumatized from young.
Listen. Okay, Yumika. Hey, Yumika, how you doing, sis?
But we made it. We here. The good thing is we are here to talk about it. Now we have a public platform like this to speak about it.
People are coming through. Let me see. Yes, I lost my close friend caught in the crossfire under my window, and I was still in elementary school. I was so grateful. My children don't have to go through what we did, but they got to go through something different. They got to go through some stuff, but. It may not be as out there as we are, but it's something different. Like this social media piece with these young people now, because we didn't have social media back then.
Let me tell you something. I remember my daughter. One day, my daughter's in her room, and my daughter's very sensitive, and she is in such a bad place mentally. I'm looking at her. I'm like, "What's the matter?" And she's like, "Mom, I just got off the phone with my friend, and he got gunned down in Marcus Garvey. She was the last person that he spoke to. And she told him, get out of Marcus Garvey, go home. I saw my 15-year-old self looking at my daughter.
Right.
Like, it was like watching myself all over again. It was the scariest thing. I mean, I moved out of Brownsville, got my kids out of Brownsville, but just to watch my child go through the same exact trauma that I went through, that is the most heartbreaking thing ever in life.
Wow. Yumika says she's in, I'm sorry, 1 second. I'm sorry. Yumika says she's in North Carolina now. Yes. Hey, Miss Vicky, how you doing? Hey, Mike, I saw you chimed in. We love you too, bro. Anthony Mathis says, I'm going to get with you and bring you some of Brownsville legends to talk about Black-owned businesses. And yes, and we work so hard to achieve those accomplishments. That'll be dope. Appreciate that. That'll be dope. Definitely do that. Hit me up. Hey, Shaniqua, how you doing? Oh shit! Like I said, this Brownsville connection. Hey, Psycho, how you doing? Praying, hope all is well. Hey, Pia, how you doing? I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Just want to interact with the people who are actually chiming in, so I won't lose them because you see people. Hey, Ronald, how you doing?
You know, it's just so unfortunate. Like I said, I listened to her story, and it was like looking at myself in the mirror. And I always just wanted to just try to protect my child from going through what we went through. You know, we going to funerals at 13 and 14 years old, and you know, losing our close friends. Like it was hard. It was hard to watch. But
absolutely.
She didn't even know. She had no idea that I had experienced
any of that. Right.
You know,
we don't talk about what we experience with our children.
No.
We don't. We're not that we hide it. We just don't experience what we went through. Hold on 1 second before hold your thought. Jay Smooth says our lives experience have made us more resilient. Our Brooklyn isn't the same Brooklyn our kids experience. No, you're absolutely right.
It's not.
Hey Veronica, how you doing? Oh shit, I'm telling you, this is old school Riverdale connection on here right now. Yo, Ronald said, what they call him now? Like,
that's
what's his name?
Dream.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, what's his name?
Hey, Dream.
Hey, Dream. I'm sorry. How you doing? He said, my guy. So you know that's for you. Because we ain't the guy. You the guy.
You know what's funny, right? I was looking at this documentary about gang activity in LA. So it was this guy that he did like a long bid, and he was talking about how he's trying to get back to the community. And a lot of people understand that where I'm at now wasn't where I was at back then.
Absolutely.
They don't really understand the change, and you know, a lot of young people need people that they can relate to.
Absolutely.
Because like you go with a curriculum, that's not going to work for them. And they need to know hands-on.
Absolutely.
About dealing with certain situations. Just like a lot of females, they need sisters and females that been through something that they can relate to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was glad that I could hug my daughter and tell her that I understand and really understand what she was going through.
And that's the thing. You must understand. You don't gotta agree.
No,
you don't gotta accept it.
Absolutely.
But you must understand.
Absolutely.
And we're so critical as adults, but we forget. I had to remind myself. My son did something. I was tight. I was like, Then I was like, oh.
I was,
Who am I?
Right.
To be so hard on him.
Right.
Because as an adult, you change, you see things differently. But you always got to remind yourself you was there.
Yeah. But as a parent, you're always hard on your child because you want your child to be better than what you were.
But guess what?
So
they do not know that.
They don't know. They don't know that. They don't receive that.
No, they don't even know that.
They don't receive that. No, of course they don't.
They don't know that. They don't. You're like, oh man, my dad yelling at me. He's so
they just did right.
You just want better. You just want better for them.
And I never wanted my daughter to go through that. I never wanted her to experience death that close.
Right, absolutely.
That broke my heart to see that she went through the same exact pain that I went through.
Absolutely.
You know, I just never wanted that for her.
How did you cope? Like, how did you tell her? How did you?
So,
put a pin in it. 1 second. Just want to chime in. I'm sorry. Just want to interact with the people because we can be here all day. Y'all know that, right? Phyllis, Holly, how you doing? Phyllis, hey, Crystal, how you doing? Oh God, I got a lot of comments coming in here. Let me just get back to.
So, you time limit today?
I never have a time limit. It just goes on. it just goes on. That's what we do.
She's coming. She's working her new flow. She's getting.
Okay, somebody said I hear you, Hunter. So you need to share that on other platforms.
I like this platform.
He likes this platform. This is his platform. He
this
says,
is comfort zone.
Right. Ronald says, as a
You're
parent,
safe.
you never want your child to live the life you live. Absolutely, I agree with that. Felicia says, hey, Toya, years ago, I lost a close friend that got sideswiped by a truck driver. We would check in on Yahoo Messenger or AIM. Remember that? Yes. Mm-hmm. And I hadn't heard from her like 9:30 a.m. and I just knew something went wrong. Never got to say goodbye. I know that's right. Hey, Trinice, how you doing? Listen, Trinice, do me a favor. Tell your husband I am talking about current events, sudden tragedies. I did take his advice, and because I didn't know what the hell I was going to talk about this week. Mm-hmm. I didn't know. And it's this couple that I see in the mornings. They are like the best couple in the world. They work for MTA. And her husband was like, yo, what you going to talk about this week? And I was like, I don't know. He was like, I'm just talking about Kobe Bryant and current events. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do that. He was like, nah, talk about it. He said, I think there's some topics I'm going to let you know. So please let your husband know that I am definitely talking about it. And we're vibing. We're going to get through. And this is what we're doing. Please share. Like, give me hearts, thumbs up, sad faces, whatever it is. Just give me something. Chime in, people. This is Tequila Conversations with Toya. I'm talking here with my girlfriend Shauna, my brother Hunter, about change that. My sister Shauna, my brother Hunter. Sudden tragedies. We're just talking about our childhood and how things just happen and the things that we went through. Shauna was just about to talk about her daughter experienced loss at a young age, and she never thought that her daughter would experience what she experienced back then. So Hunter had to ask her a question like, how did you feel? So she's about to chime in about that.
You know what I had to do? I had to do what my mother didn't do. You know? Our mother, well, I don't know how Toya's mother, but my mother didn't really talk to me about things. Like, we went through things. My mother never really asked me, well, you know, Shauna, how do you feel? Are you okay? Mm-hmm. Not to say that my mother wasn't a good mother. She just wasn't one of those mothers who was really concerned about what went on outside. It was go to school, get a good education, don't get pregnant, come home, do what you gotta do. She was just very, very...
I think they told us more than...
They showed us.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? For me, it was a little different because my mom, she, you know, like, I remember when Tiz, you know, because she knew I was right outside with him.
Right.
When he got killed, I remember her hugging me. I remember her saying, you know, baby, you know, it's going to be all right. You know, I didn't know what it meant because I was like 13, 14 years old. Like, it's going to be all right. I just lost my friend. You know, my mom, she tried her best to console, you know, me the best way she could. And RIP to Tiz. Timothy was one of our long-hood friends, and his life was taken, and he did nothing but go to the store. And a bullet that was meant for someone else, he got. And, hey, Miss Gwen, how you doing?
Yeah, my mother didn't hug me and say it was going to be okay. And I just remembered at that time, that's what I needed. We all were like at Shonda's house, and we would all be at Toya's house because we were all so close. But my mother just wasn't that mother. So I just had to do something different. I knew in that moment, my daughter needed for me to put my arms around her and tell her it's going to be okay.
Right.
You cry as long as you need to cry.
Absolutely.
You grieve as long as you need to grieve.
Absolutely.
You do whatever you need to do to make you feel better. The 1 year anniversary of this boy's death, she was just as sad. I had to explain to her, it's okay to be sad. These emotions are normal emotions, and I let her go through her emotions. When she was mad and she was angry, you know, there was days she didn't want to talk to anybody. You know, I didn't let her sit in it for too long because that's just not healthy. But I was always there if she wanted to talk. You know, she would text me during the day, Mom, just sad. And I just explained to her, India, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to have these emotions. These emotions are normal. You're a person at the end of the day. I don't care how old you are or what the circumstances is that took this boy's life, but this was your friend. This was somebody she called her brother, just like how we was with Tiz. Like, who am I to question the validity of their friendship because she's young? I was young. When Tiz died, we were 13 years old, and that broke us to our core because we were all so close to him. So I knew exactly how she felt. So I felt like it was my responsibility as her mother to understand, to talk to her, to educate her, and to sometimes just be quiet and listen. You know, because that's, as parents, sometimes we don't listen.
I think that's more important than anything. Listening.
Just listening.
Listening. Sometimes just not talking. Just take the time out to listen.
She just wanted to talk about him, and she showed me his pictures, and I just sat there.
I think that's where the big healing comes through. Like when you listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
Even as a man, I'm gonna keep it 100. No matter what I've been through, all the places I've been, when I go through something, crying makes you feel so much better.
Absolutely.
To let it out. That's one way to let it out and help you start the healing process.
Because you think about it, when it rains outside, the earth is purifying.
Yeah.
The air, the world is growing.
Yeah.
The earth is growing, and when you cry, you actually, you're purifying yourself. It doesn't make you less of who you are. It's everything. You have to get that out. Listening is the key. Yes, Ronald, you're right. Listening is the key, and sometimes people need to listen to understand and not listen to respond.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to say, I listened to her, not to respond to her, but I just listened to her to let her know I understand. And I even told her, I said, me, Auntie Toya, Auntie Nikki, your godmother Shonda, I said, the four of us, you can come to any of us with these stories. We understand, and we are here to listen to you.
Listen, we lost so many people within in years spans of each other.
Like in that one year, it was
summer,
Eve,
and then it was Tiz. And then Toucan got shot. It was so much. Nicole Love says, kudos to you, Shauna, for sharing with your daughter. Absolutely, because that's something that we don't do. We kind of bury.
My daughter's calling my phone right now.
We kind of bury certain things, from our children. And not that we want to, just sometimes we feel that it's necessary that we need to. But sometimes we need to sit down and have those conversations with our children because that's what's needed. They need to know what we went through because they really don't know. They think, oh, mommy's good. Mommy don't know what she's talking about. No. And that's why sometimes kids don't talk to their parents about certain things that goes on because they feel that their parents wouldn't understand. It's not that I don't understand. I definitely understand. But because you're a mom, your relationship with your child is a little different. And your child doesn't look at you as somebody who's informative and who knows or been through certain things. Children look at you as mom. But deep down inside, mom and dad been through some things. Mom and dad been through some shit, I
had to explain to my daughter, I wasn't born an adult,
Listen,
I wasn't born your mother.
Listen.
I was your age once upon a time. And I've been through a lot of shit before I got here, baby.
Yes.
Trust and believe. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot more than I think we should have seen at our age.
Absolutely.
But it's just the environment in which we
really lived in.
We grew up in, and we just had to deal with it. And thank God that we had each other. I think
absolutely
because we were all so close. Then think about it. Our friendship goes back 35 years. We've been friends since we were 4, 3, 4, 5 years old.
To be exact, 37. Because when I moved over here, 36 years. Because my brother was one.
Yeah, and we used to all you and Shonda used to live on the same floor.
When I moved over here, I was 7 years old.
We were close. We all stayed close.
That's one thing about Riverdale. We smaller than other projects, but we tighter.
We closer than everybody. Because people see
me. We stayed. That's another thing about Riverdale. We stayed at each other's house.
Yeah.
We spend the night. When your mom was at work, we was at their house.
Right.
We wore each other's clothes.
Yeah.
I remember when they had Simons on Belmont. And Toucan's sister worked on Belmont.
Cheryl.
Used to get over
Cheryl.
Remember football was the thing back then?
You know what? Matter of fact, I need to call Cheryl. I need to call her. I need to see what's up with her. I need to. I definitely need to. I need to do that.
We were definitely family.
We're
still family. That's
still
the good
family,
thing.
no matter what.
Yeah.
We can call any of us at any time, and we're gonna pick up the phone.
Right. Absolutely.
So you treasure friendships like that, like the ones we have, because not many people could say they've been blessed with people they've been friends with 35 years and can sit down and have these type of conversations.
Yeah, no, not at all.
This is a blessing.
Ronald said them years was crazy. Absolutely, them years was crazy. I'm sure you remember them years.
You remember.
Listen, you may not be from Riverdale, but you remember. You remember them years.
If you went to 275, you remember.
Listen, you lived in Brownsville. You know. So, yes, absolutely. Josette, how you doing, sweetie? Thank you for chiming in. Latrice, how you doing, baby girl? Pray and hope all is well. Thank you for chiming in. We're talking about sudden tragedies. We're talking about loved ones that we lost and friends that we lost, and how we've come over and what we're still doing to come over and get through certain things, because grief is something that takes time, years. to kind of develop and get over. And some people haven't got over it yet, but we're just, have an open forum and we're just talking about it right now here on Tequila Conversations with Toya. I am so sorry if my eyes are not focused on the camera. I got a lot going on right now. I'm looking at my computer, and normally my phone is flipped the other way so I can see the comments on my computer. So I'm actually looking at the comments on my phone. I'm looking at it on my computer because I wanted to make sure, because every time you would see Tea or Tequila, it would be backwards, and it was because I was doing like selfie mode. So kind of got it where you guys can see us, and we're just sharing. Listen, we've been on here for about a little over an hour now.
Don't even feel like it.
Yeah, hey Tamina.
Wow.
What's good, sis? Praying hope all is well. We're talking about sudden losses and death. So this is what we're talking about here. But I have a lot of people, family, old school family from Riverdale, and just from the hood itself, chiming in. Latrice, that's Nikki's little cousin. On here, which is a beautiful thing. I love you guys. I thank you for always chiming in. I do this every Friday at 7:45. We talk about a little bit of everything. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing, sweetie? Praying hope all is well. Thank you for chiming in to your Tequila Conversations with Toya. Listen, this is just a forum that I decided I wanted to do, just to have these healthy conversations with each other, and they can just continue to go on and on and on and on.
No, this was good because, like I said, it's been a long time since I've been able to. First of all, I've never shared this publicly. I mean, if you know me, you know. But
right.
Not only am I sharing this with my viewers, I'm sharing it now with people who know you. So, it's still very therapeutic. I mean, I lost my sister almost 10 years ago, but it's still fresh.
Right. Hey, Cara, what's up, sis?
Oh, that's my little sister.
How you doing, Cara? Hey, Kimi. I always shout you out on Tequila Conversations with Toya when I do my shout out portion. My niece Kimi is up here. She is a barber. She is at Exotic Cuts, and that is at, I think, 2204 Fulton Street, between Rockaway and Eastern Parkway. See where it's at. I'm gonna do my shout outs in a few minutes. Yes, I am. Yes, 2204 Fulton Street. Exotic Cuts. Her name is Kimi. She is a dope barber.
Actually, my son's barber now.
She is, when I tell you she is a dope barber, don't sleep on the females. Kimi is doing her thing at Exotic Cuts. If you want to hit her up, you can. 2204 Fulton Street between Rockaway Avenue and Eastern Parkway. She is there. Let her know. Auntie Toya sent you to her. Love you back, niece. I love you. Listen, since I'm doing your shout out, I might as well do everybody else. Hey, Cara, say hey, sis.
Hey, sis.
Oh, Yumika, I'm sorry. I'm looking at yours. I just feel we need to enjoy our live life and love our family and friends while they are here. Absolutely. I totally agree. Dirty. I'm sorry. Yes, Kimi. Name is Dirty. D-U-R-T-Y. Yes. Monette's Closet is an organization that I work with my girlfriend Tiana Logan. She does Monette's Closet, where it's a prom drive giveaway that she does every year. This is her 10th year doing it. You can hit her up as a nonprofit organization, and her website is www.monettescloset.org. That's www.monettescloset.org. You can hit her up. J Flex Eyewear is a young entrepreneur. He is 10 years old, and he has an eyewear boutique. He has glasses in a lot of different eyeglass locations. He has eyeglasses for youth, mom and dad. His mom calls it the Diva Specs and the Man Specs. You can go check him out. He is at the Gateway Pharmacy on 1184 Elton Street. Also, I want to shout out Brown Eye Girls, Vanessa Adamus. She's a cook, she's a baker, she's a caterer, she's a bartender. She's at yoga right now, unless she would be here with me. And you can hit her up at 917-698-2888. And also, I want to shout out my girlfriend, Showbiz Liz. She has these beautiful cakes. You can check her out on Instagram or on Facebook. Showbiz Liz is her name, and I bought a cake from her the other day, and it was amazing. I have a cake here. It has pineapples in it, so it kind of throws me off with the taste. It's it's a South Carolina crunch cake. It's good, yeah.
So why you didn't cut it while we was talking?
Because we ate it beforehand. I didn't want to be
cake in it?
Yes, cake in there. The cake is amazing. I'm telling y'all now, show. But I'm gonna cut him a piece of cake.
I'm gonna let y'all know if it's amazing or not when I get my piece.
Yo, he's screaming. Yo, y'all heard that? Yeah. Okay.
Give a shout out to Finster.
You give a shout out to Finster. I'm talking to the people. Monster, what's good? Katie Zoe. I don't know who Katie Zoe is, but he said, what up?
What up?
My sister my other sister just chimed in.
Tell her what up.
Oh, wait.
Africa Brooks.
Okay, Africa Brooks, how you doing, sis? That's big sis.
That's my big.
That's the big sis. Your son just chimed in as well. Brady Cash, what's up? Listen, I got to shout out Finster.
Yeah.
AKA Babyface. Because that's what he was when we was growing up. Babyface. He is is in school.
Yeah, he's away right now.
He's away. He's in school.
Be home soon.
He'll be home soon. He's in school. Finster, how you doing, bro? Peace and blessings to you. Brady says, what's goody, y'all? What's good, Brady? How you feeling? Praying hope all is well. Rhea, how you doing, sis? Samir said, yo! Yo! That's what we doing? All right, Samir. So we're just vibing. We're chopping it up. We almost ended our segment. I'm going to cut. Hey, Kendra Costin. No pain is there no more. How you doing, Kendra? Sis, listen. Good. Listen, congratulations to you, what you're doing with Christian. Christian was in my school. He was in kindergarten like 2 years ago. He should be in like the second grade now. This young man is a actor now, and he is on so many different platforms, and he's like all of maybe 8 years old.
Nice.
He is doing some amazing things. So shout out to you, Mom. You are a momager, so you are doing your thing. Nice. Congratulations to you, sis. Anthony Mathis says, remember my beauty salon and barbershop, also tattoo. Yes. 426 Mother Gaston between Belmont and Sutter.
Oh, Anthony, I'm coming to see you.
Yeah.
That's right there.
Yeah, say your name.
They will get a grip.
Oh, okay. Well, you better say Toya's name. Or Tequila Conversations with Toya. And this is a barbershop and also a tattoo shop. I'm gonna write that down. What's the name of your tattoo shop? Anthony, let me know. I gotta write that down. What's that? 426. 426 Mother Gaston.
I need some new stuff. I need some new
Belmont and Sutter. You said you put Sitter, but we know it was Sutter.
Hey, is that the twins' mother? Yes, it is the twins' mother.
Yes, that's the twins' mother. Hey, Reverend Shannon, how you doing? Pray and hope all is well. We're here talking about sudden tragedies. I know you have a lot of insight on that as well. No loose ends. No loose ends is the name of his shop. So No Loose Ends is a tattoo shop and barbershop, and it's right here in the heart of Brownsville, 426 Mother Gaston Boulevard. Is it a salon or is it a beauty?
It's all three things.
It's everything. Listen, it's a little bit of everything. So it's a tattoo shop.
I'm mad at that.
Tattoo shop, barbershop. That's what he said, right? And what else? Africa Brooks. I am so extremely proud of you. Oh, she's a...
Yeah, like I said, my sister's death, there was 5 of us all together. My father actually lost 2 children. I had a brother when I was younger. He got murdered at the age of 16. A lot of people don't know that. Wow. And then my sister, so there were 5 of us in total, 3 of us left. So I still have 2 sisters left, one older, one younger. And, it just affected all of us differently, but we were all close. So, shout out to my sisters, because we had to literally stick together to remain sane. We leaned on each other a lot. And I'll tell you the same thing, because you have siblings, like you have to lean on your other siblings sometimes. I don't know the relationship between the rest of y'all, but, this should have brought y'all closer if y'all weren't already close. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say hopefully.
Yep.
But it definitely brought me and my younger sister. We were always close, but this definitely brought us closer, because now we kind of feel like we all we got. You know what I'm saying? It's just the two of us left, and my older sister, she lives in Jersey, so we don't get to see her often, but we definitely, you know, when we get together, it's like, you know, it's just us now. So, you know, death has a funny way of affecting people.
Okay. Beauty salon, and don't forget, if they mention you, it will be discounted. Okay. Okay, great. So listen, no loose ends on 426 Mother Gaston Boulevard between Belmont and Sutter. It's a tattoo shop, barbershop, and a beauty salon. Listen, mention my name and you'll get a little discount. That's what's up. I think I'm gonna come see you because I need a new tattoo. Absolutely. Listen, guys, this has been great. Lachelle Bobbitt, how are you, sis? Pray and hope all is well. I got somebody downstairs that's gonna deliver me another cake, so I gotta go downstairs and meet her because she's right outside. She told me she's waiting for me because she knows I'm filming right now, and I appreciate that so much. Let me cut Hunter a piece of cake while we're on air. And you know,
you gonna give an open review?
Lord, help us.
The Toya be biased. I'm the real, you know. Let it be known.
I had some, so it's pretty good.
Well, she's making me another cake only because
it's pretty good.
And I hope you people can hear me. I'm gonna get closer. She's making me another cake because it's a I bought a cake from her before, but it's amazing. It was a pineapple buttery cake. This one is a South Carolina crunch cake. It has pineapples in the middle. I didn't know it had pineapples in the middle, so it didn't give it a great taste to me.
All right, you cut and
but
talk.
the cake,
You gotta cut and talk. You can't just talk.
You know what? Don't rush me. Don't do that. The old Toya will come out.
Ooh, we don't want that.
I said the old Toya will come out.
We don't want the old Toya to come out.
I don't want a problem.
You don't want no smoke?
Nah. It was good? Was it?
No, it's good. Yeah, it's good. I mean, you like pineapple?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. And it has pecans on the top, so.
That's cool. Is it moist?
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about cake. You gotta be moist. It can't be dry. Tastes like cornbread. And
no, this one is pretty good.
So look kind of moist. Oh, she came in a big piece.
Right, I was gonna say, and she wasn't skimpy.
Cheap with it, yeah.
She wasn't cheap with it.
Yeah, I want you to say, you know, no, wasn't cheap with it. Wasn't gonna be cheap with it. But I thank you guys for actually, you know, chiming in and being here with us. Yo, Brady said greedy. Yo, somebody else said Hunter. He got a thumbs up. He ain't saying nothing.
It's good.
He said it's good. It is a good cake. Like I said, the pineapples kind of throw me off. Well, thanks, same to you. Thank you so much.
Need a little bit more pineapple though.
Really?
You think so?
Mm-hmm. The reaction from the cake to the pineapple, look, mad cake.
Mm-hmm.
It should be like pineapple right here. Boom.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll let her know she's right downstairs. You want to walk me downstairs when I get the other cake?
Go place you in order. How about that?
You can do. You got okay. Wait. I don't want you on air, and you got a cake in your bed.
Lord.
Yeah. That is too funny. Oh my God.
Some things just don't change.
No, definitely. I got your information. I'm keeping your information, Anthony. I'm going to keep it in my book when I do my shout outs. Trust me, I shout people out every Friday at 7:45, and I'm going to continue this platform, this forum, and just so people can know and know what we have here, because, you know, like I said, I would love to have other people up here, you know, from the hood that are entrepreneurs that have their own businesses that we can do and take it from there. So I'm going to sign off and say thank you so very much for just chiming in on this segment. Lamont Laws, thank you. Hey bro, how you doing? He said like boom. You know what, Brady, I'm not messing with you. Shauna, I thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you, Toya, for allowing me to come before your viewers and sharing my story.
Not a problem, not a problem.
You.
Hunter, I thank you so much for always being here.
Hope this was kind of therapeutic for you.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
It was.
I thank you so much, guys. Listen, don't forget to share, likes. I want to get up to 1K again, like I've been doing. I thank you so much, and I just want to build a platform for us just to have these conversations, these healthy conversations, necessary conversations, and take it from there. Lamont Laws, pray and hope all is well with you and your family. Elder Lamont Laws. Want to say that again. Listen, thank you so much. Have a great one. Peace and blessings to you guys. Happy Friday.
Just me.